Welcome to Dynamics 123 from Prodware. In this video, I'll show you how Dynamics 123 can be customized for individual users or groups of users to help them become more efficient and productive in their daily routine. The Fast tabs and Quick Entry fields in Dynamics 123 make repetitive tasks a breeze. I'll show you how we can hide irrelevant information whilst highlighting the important information that users need to be able to see at a glance. I'll demonstrate how we can skip unnecessary data entry fields and change the order in which data is entered. I'll base this demonstration on Susan, a sales order processing operator at Cronus UK Limited. I'll show you how we can customize Susan's sales order entry screen to suit the processes of the business and to help make Susan's day even easier and more productive. Let's get started. From Susan's Role Centre, I select New Sales Order. The sales order entry screen is displayed, ready for me to key in a new order. We're not going to create a new order today, we're simply going to customize this page for Susan. It is of course possible to customize pages for groups of users, however in this demonstration we're customizing the screen for Susan only. Other users on the system will be unaffected. Let's familiarise ourselves with the default sales order entry screen. You'll notice that the screen has several drop-down tabs, and these are referred to as Fast tabs. Fast tabs display important information even when the tab is collapsed. This means that Susan can refer to information without having to open the tabs to see the data. What is displayed on the Fast tabs is entirely up to you. To change the data that's displayed, we'll need to customize the page. I select Customize by selecting the Dynamics 123 Customization button and then select Customize this page. We'll take a look at customizing the ribbon and customizing fact boxes in another video in the series. From here, I'll highlight Fast tabs and click OK. All of the Fast tabs are displayed and we can begin to customize the page. From here we can start to decide which Fast tabs we need and which ones we don't need. For example, if we never sell goods or services outside of the UK, then we don't require the Foreign Trade tab. All I need to do is highlight Foreign Trade and click on to Remove. If I say OK, the settings will be saved and the sales order entry screen will be displayed. You'll see that the Foreign Trade Fast tab is no longer visible. Next, I want to change the information that the Invoicing Fast tab displays whilst it's collapsed. You'll notice that at the moment there is no information displayed. Once again, I select Customize this page from the Dynamics Customization button and select Fast tabs. This time I'm going to highlight the Invoicing Fast tab and select Customize Fast tab. Here you'll see a list of the available fields and their importance. Before I go any further, let me explain importance to you. There are three levels of importance that you can select. Firstly, there's Standard. This means the field will be visible within the Fast tab when the user expands it. Promoted means that the field will be displayed even when the Fast tab is collapsed. And finally, Additional. When a field is set to be additional, it will not be displayed even when the Fast tab is expanded, unless we select the option to show additional fields. At the moment, all of the data stored on the Invoicing Fast tab is set to Standard. This means that if Susan wants to refer to the information stored on it, she would have to expand the Fast tab. Let's see how we can make this easier for her. I'll start by removing the fields that aren't relevant. For instance, Susan's company does not accept credit cards, therefore I can go ahead and remove these fields. Simply highlight the field and select Remove. Next, I'll select the fields I want to promote. For example, at a glance it would be helpful for Susan to see the customer's payment terms, so I'll select the payment terms code and change the importance to Promoted. I'll then select the other fields that should be promoted and that Susan has told me she'd like to be able to see quickly. There are some fields that hold important information but aren't necessarily relevant when keying in an order. I'll set these fields to additional. Now let's have a look and see what effect this has had. I select OK and the Edit Sales Order window is displayed again with the new settings. You'll notice that with the Invoicing tab collapsed, I can clearly see what the customer's payment terms are and the calculated due date. When I expand the Invoicing Fast tab, I can see the standard fields. If I want to see the additional fields, I simply click onto Show More Fields. Finally, I'll rearrange the Fast tabs so that the Order Lines Fast tab is at the bottom of the screen. To do this, I simply customize Fast tabs again and highlight the Lines Fast tab. I click on Move Down until the Lines Fast tab is at the bottom of the list. Then, when I click OK, Dynamics 123 will rearrange the Fast tabs for me. Now, Susan has all of the information she needs available to her at a glance. Now let's look at how we can speed up data entry by using the Quick Entry function, which can be customized too. Once again, select Fast tabs from the Dynamics 123 Customize button, but this time we'll amend the General Fast tab. You'll notice that when I highlight some of the fields, they're labelled as Quick Entry fields, whereas others are not. For instance, if I highlight address, city or postcode, these are set to Quick Entry. Now I would assume that once the customer is selected, the address and postcode will automatically be displayed and wouldn't require any input. Therefore, I'll untick the Quick Entry box on these fields, so when Susan keys data into a Quick Entry field, the cursor will jump to the next available Quick Entry field. In this case, Requested Delivery Date. I can also change the order in which data is entered. For example, if your process is to ask the customer for their order number first, then I can simply move the External Document Number field above Requested Delivery Date. This means that when Susan keys an order, she will be able to ask for the order number before the requested delivery date. I'll save these changes and demonstrate what happens when Susan keys in an order now. From my Role Centre, I'll select New Sales Order. I'll press Enter on the order number and the next order number will be selected automatically. The cursor will then jump to the next Quick Entry field, Sell to Customer. I select the customer and press Enter again. Depending on the status of the customer, a credit check warning may be displayed. When I click OK, the cursor will jump to the next Quick Entry field. Notice that now when I press Enter, the cursor jumps across the address fields and goes straight to the next input box, External Document Number, and so on. Finally, the cursor will jump to the lines so that I can begin entering the line items. Of course, Susan will always be able to enter data into the other fields when necessary, but for now, we've reduced the amount of time it will take for her to enter an order. There are a lot of capabilities around customization in Dynamics 123. Take a look at our other videos in the series, including customizing the action ribbon and customizing columns. Gain efficiency and boost productivity by making your business day even easier and more productive. Call Prodware today and take your business to the next level.